learning more about one of the victims. She's a 10-year-old girl. She's from Rhode Island. She's one of 4 people that you mentioned who have died, who tested positive for Enterovirus 68. Now, health officials are being very clear, saying it's not sure whether, in fact, the virus contributed to their deaths. All they know is that it was present in their bodies when they died. Now, the 10-year-old girl was short of breath. She was having trouble breathing, so her parents took her to the hospital basically to get her checked out, make sure everything was okay. Well, a state official says that once that child arrived at the hospital, in his words, quote, everything fell apart within 24 hours. Now, this child had 2 health issues. Not only did she have the enterovirus, but she also had a staph infection. This is a very rare combination, and the staph appears at this point to have been the main cause of death, but officials looking at this very closely.
And hospitals are also worried about a polio-like form of the virus.
Yeah, and this is really surprising to everybody. Colorado, Boston, Michigan. Doctors there have seen a handful of cases of this mysterious neurological illness that weakens the limbs. It causes a cranial nerve dysfunction, as well as abnormalities in spinal gray matter. Colorado had 10 cases where children were hospitalized. Boston had 4. Michigan, one child actually developed this partial paralysis after being hospitalized. And right now in Colorado, the children are undergoing physical therapy. Doctors there say it's really not clear what the long-term effects of this partial paralysis will ultimately be.
And these enteroviruses, they're pretty common. Could the numbers actually go higher?
Yeah, they could, Anderson. And the reason the CDC is prioritizing its testing, specifically, they're looking at children who have severe respiratory illnesses. They're the ones who are at greatest risk. The numbers are expected to grow because test results are not yet back on what they call clusters of people who have been hospitalized with respiratory illnesses. But these enteroviruses are common. The CDC says about 10 to 15 million people get it every year, usually late summer, early autumn. The majority of these experience it as just a cold. The difference this year, Anderson, is that so many children, 500 in 42 states, are actually being hospitalized